Here's a secret. A couple years ago, I decided to leave Texas and stay in Missouri. I didn't know why. I just felt like my mission wasn't completed yet. But I told you, this is God's journey, it's not mine. But if I didn't go to Missouri, I never would have been able to find myself. Like, not only find myself, but my truth, live my truth. Like, how I told you I was raped at 15, that was like, that was non-existent, and that was just, you put that on the back burner because it didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? That became my truth. You see what I'm saying? Like, I literally was reborn, if that makes any sense. Like, it's freedom, but there was no way that I could leave with that one person. I was like, I got AZ, everything's good to go, but where's my mama? Like I need my brother and my mama. Like, in order to raise your son, you need, like the grandparents, you everything. But I could never forget about my mama. But I did think she forgot about me. But I was never lying. You know what I mean? I would have let them look like these innocent teenagers, not teenagers, grown men. They were grown men at the time. I'd make them look innocent just so I didn't have to have their mother think that they were terrible people, because they weren't terrible people. They just did a terrible act. And they did do that act. So let's not, sugarcoat it, because if my brother did, I'd be like, nigga, get your ass, you sick ass bastard. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. And that's why it took so long, because I didn't want to. I don't like negativity, so I didn't want to bring negative on to other people. But what if that negativity was already placed upon you without your knowledge, without your consent, before you could even cognitively, think correctly? You're not even an adult. You're barely a teenager. So, needless to say, my kindness gets taken for weakness. But I literally, I got a heart of a lion. Yes, I love so much, but that love is rooted, is hate. To me, they're the same thing. So when somebody was playing me and acting like they were me, and I was taking it as hate at first, but really it's just secret love. But while you're pretending to be me and putting my content on a page that has thousands and thousands of followers, like, you know what you're doing, while you're trying to, like, rid me out in the back. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're not having that. I would think, maybe, yes, let's say like I raped a little kid or something like that, then I'm warranted of all this stuff. But like, what the hell have I done on God's green earth for a grown man, or not even a grown man, a grown woman, be worried about me? What have I done for anybody to be worried about me? Fill me in on that. Absolutely nothing. So there's something that I have, or that I am, that is, it's strange to me that it offends people. Not offends people, but offends a grown ass man. Now, is it because you can't touch me in my sleep anymore? Is that it? Because I don't know what else is going on. It seems to be like I finally get to, barely, I'm barely beginning to live my life, but it's because you can't do the sick shit that you're used to doing. It's too much to even mention in this tiny video right now, so that's not even why we're here. But I had the opportunity to go, come back here, go wherever I was going to go, anywhere in the world, and I had to finish up a couple things, and I decided just to leave my Facebook open, because there's no reason, there's nothing on my Facebook, why would they need it? Then I had somebody tell me that, like, just a little too much talking, and here's the number one key is, like, I literally never touched anybody as a child growing up. You see what I'm saying? So somebody touched me, did something with me, and then spoke about it. Not me. Someone else did. But then I've been ridiculed my whole entire life. Catch that real quick. You might have to rewind just a couple of seconds and catch it, and you'll just be baffled, because it's literally just blame it all on Lise. It's easier that way. And you can sleep at night. But you know what? Your soul won't be able to. I will take it because I can, but that doesn't mean I can literally take it. I try to take from others so that way they're not hurt. But I only did this because, like, it's not that, like, you didn't know what was going on or whatever. Maybe, like, I really didn't know what was going on. But I knew at a certain point that there was something and I didn't know. And I'll never know. One thing I do know is I have to fight for myself and protect myself. That's it. And in the process of doing that, I saw that it was me, a diamond in the rough. They were going to try to make it seem like I was just this convict, this felon, this terrible person, just everything that you couldn't imagine, when I was the exact opposite. The exact opposite. But they would never tell me that. They would let me live the rest of my life completely believing that I was just this horrific person. I had to change that thought process, and I had to make myself think otherwise, because I would have never even saw the potential that I have. So yeah, I could have moved and just started over and whatever then, but that wasn't it. It was because it was done. It was almost complete, but the mission had to complete itself. It had to finalize now. Honestly, it was 3-4 months ago that it occurred. And you know what it did to me? It didn't piss me off. It didn't change me. It didn't make me happier. It just, all I know is I pray for you. That's all I can do. Because I'm 29. I was new into this world too. I didn't get like a guidebook, a manual, or how to survive. I was just thrown into this life, and I was thrown into it pretty hard. And then in the midst of that, I was raped, and told that I was lying about that rape. So then I was kicked out. Then after that, I was basically shunned. You know what I mean? Like, I had to live this life as a lie. And I was completely content with that, but my body wasn't, and I didn't understand why. So that's why after having a baby, did this come out. Because it took time, 10 years precisely, and I don't know why. I just know that, what would you do for your son? You would protect him, right? You would give him the world and you would protect him. That's exactly what I did. But I also created my non-for-profit. I also created, for every woman, men, in any gender, forever, whatever it may be, I changed the world, and you don't have to remind me about it. The saddest part is that during this process of trying to help and change the world, I was attacked. I was beaten. I was almost killed. I was tortured. Like, there's multiple things that have happened to me that have no reason but just to get rid of her. And getting rid of me only holds up the line for women that much more. Hurting another women, listen to me. Hurting another lady only puts us back that much further. When the lady tried to sell me for $60 at Pilot at a truck stop, the reason why we had an assault occur is because I didn't understand what on God's green earth, how are we progressing saying yes, $60 for a massage? No, ladies, it's us who are falling apart. Why are we fighting for support when, like, we know how hard it is? Quit acting funny. Once you get to the top, quit forgetting about who was at the bottom with you. And while I'm at the bottom and the top, because I don't forget who I am, I crawled to get to this position. And I will make sure that I stand on my position, like, stand who I, who I, like, uphold who I am. Because it's easier said than done. It's easy to say I did this and did that. But baby, let me tell you the truth. 10 years ago, I knew exactly who I was, and I knew this. Did I leave? No, I came back, and guess what I did? I changed my city, and I proclaimed that.